Welcome. This is Zangler, the Tesla Semi Advocate, bringing you what I'm calling a high-risk, high-reward Tesla Semi drone flight. Why am I calling it that? Because I'm flying the drone at dusk and then into the darkness. And if you've been around, you know the very first time I tried this, I crashed the drone into the mountainside. The object detection doesn't work in low light, so any miscalculations on my part, especially getting low, is a little bit lower than normal to try to peer into the windows and see what's going on, is a very high risk. And anyways, let's get right into it. So this drone flight is focusing on trying to glean what we can from the state of the assembly line at SFNV, Semi-Factory Nevada. That is the official moniker. And I did a poll, and iWest was not included in the poll, unfortunately. But I put Giga Semi, which was the winner of the poll, and I thought that was I think that's the catchiest name. SFNV got the lowest number of votes, and my favorite, one of my favorites is Big Dog Factory One. Anyway, let's take a look, and you're seeing things as I see them, and I'm on a smaller laptop, or I should say MacBook. So I'm not seeing it as well as you will eventually see this if you watch it on your 4K giant TV. There are some very interesting observations, though, that we can glean from this. This is the western perimeter of the building, and in those windows is where we saw the animated KUKA robots a couple of videos ago, which was like a little over 2 weeks ago, as I record this voiceover. Anyways, they're not animated right now, and I highly encourage you, if you didn't see that video, to go back. There's those KUKA robots in there with these very interesting looking attachments on the end of it. We're going through a test cycle or a calibration cycle. And this is, in fact, 100% the body in white. To the right is the stamping section G. There's one or more of those KUKA robots right there. Anyways, the stamped parts, the stamped body panel parts will come off that series of stamping machines, and they will matriculate their way north to where they're welded and eventually placed into the body in white, and then they'll move on down the line even further. So more and more we're getting some clues as to how this factory is going to be laid out. This section A, the very first section of the building that they built, as a reminder, it had the smallest columns of all. So I think it goes hand in hand that the body in white doesn't require a strong building around it, unlike the stamping section and also other sections where the Tesla Semi actually comes into it becomes more mature. It seems to have more heavy-duty columns and beams. All right, so this right here is absolutely 100% where the sheet metal scrap will go through a hopper. We saw the hopper delivered, and that hopper will transport scrap metal from underneath the stamping machines and then up through the hole that they had left in the bottom of the factory over to that white hopper, and you can see one of two staged salvage bins. And man, I just wish we could see some stamped parts out here to show evidence that the stamping presses, the sheet metal stamping presses, are in action. All right, so this truck, I lingered on it for a little while because this is where the Griffin gantry crane has been stored. And I'd always thought that it was there because there's still one more stamping press to come. Speculated many times that is the stamping press for the heavy gauge beams for the frame of the Tesla Semi. And so I don't know if this was telling me, as I'm looking at this live, I'm thinking that's the Griffin gantry crane being loaded up to be taken away. Which I thought, because I've been gone for 2 weeks, that perhaps that last stamping press had been delivered and installed. But in a few minutes, we're going to come around the corner and peer inside one of the BFDs, the big freaking doors, and that hole is still uncovered, leading me to believe that there is still a stamping press to come. And maybe that gantry crane is being set up on the inside. Anyways, this speculation continues to fuel our imagination. I'm going to just be quiet here for a minute. I'm not going to play music yet because I want to see inside that door. That's the light coming out of that BFD on section G, the stamping section. And I want to show you what I mean and see if you agree that there's still, see that hole? We'll get a better look at it, but it seems to me that over that hole is where a stamping press should go. At least that's, I mean, I know they dug a giant pit there and reinforced it, and that is where I believe the frame stamping press will go, and it's not there yet. They might be, I was going to say, one of the stamping presses they just backed in with the truck, which was just a fascinating video. So if in fact 4680 batteries, which are going to eventually go into this, the Tesla Semi, if we know for a fact that Tesla will not stand for building them or procuring them from too far away. They want to co-locate battery production as close as possible so they can pump out 50,000 Tesla semis a year. So you remember the original Gigafactory rendering, the expansion of GF1, before they decided to build this separate building, they had listed 4680 production and semi production as part of that old rendering. So you can from that you can assume that, not assume, but you could speculate that they will be building 4680s in this building. And if they did, I think it will be in the southeast corner where we just passed. Okay, we'll get back to that. First, let's talk about the Megacharger. There were 4, and now there are 6. I thought we could maybe assume or infer by the ones that are active are the ones that are lit up. But I know that very first one next to the cabinets is a working Megacharger, and it's not lit up. So I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, now we're coming around to another BFD on the northeast section of the building. Let me know what you think in terms of what is your guess for when the first test semi will come out, that will come off out of this factory. Not just their first calibration semis. I still think it'll be no sooner than the late second quarter, and wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit longer. Still wondering if the section here to the right of that BFD is where they're going to build fiberglass fairings. So my thought process here as I go down the north, after looking in this door, peering in this door, I go down the northern perimeter, back around to the northwest corner where we saw those KUKA robots. I was hoping to catch them moving because that's much more exciting, but I did not catch them moving. However, at the very end of this video are some beautiful still shots of Giga Nevada 1, GF1, and SFNV, or Giga Semi. And so we're going to run down this line, and then if you stick with me till the end, you'll see some really, really pretty nighttime shots. If you stuck with us this long, I appreciate it. Thank you. You help make this channel viable, and do whatever you can as within your means to help this channel subscribing is free on YouTube, and following on X is free, and it helps me keep doing this. If you like it, show a little bit of support. Even a nice comment helps the algorithm. And here is the beautiful Tesla Semi factory